Hey there, everybody. Welcome to our review of tonight's Big Brother Eviction episode, otherwise known as production being like, hey, we know you don't really like anything that's going on in the house right now, so here are two jury segments. Here is Kaser. Please love us again.
Yeah, there was a lot of jury segments going on, and I'm starting to feel like your theory that maybe not everyone is staying at that house is true since we're back outside again.
I don't know, but I really am curious. It's one or two things. Either they're not actually all staying in that house and they're off at separate places, or the camera people can't go inside because they actually have camera people here, and this is the only way that they can do it safely. I'm not sure what it is.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. All I know is that they have been outside, and it is a little bit strange to be like, let's all watch a DVD outside. It's just like, oh, okay, why are we not inside?
I've got in this video a really hot take about the game and about the move that was made tonight, but also so much excitement for the HoH.
Yep.
We don't know who won it, but we'll get into that and more. If you guys do like this discussion, give us a like, subscribe, hit that notification bell for more, and support us further. Check those links to the store as well as our Patreon.
Also, we did the Amazing Race last night, and I know that we mentioned it earlier, but we're really excited about Amazing Race. So check out that video as well.
All right, and this is a pretty fun few days for us. Like you kicked off the Christmas tradition, not Christmas the player, mind you, like Christmas the holidays.
Yeah, every Christmas around now, I start soaking all my fruit for my Christmas black cake. It's a Guyanese tradition where it's like a rum cake and you soak all your fruits for like a couple months and then you make this delicious cake at Christmas. So I've put that up on my Instagram if you want to see how much fruit I've got soaked because I always make a lot of cakes and then I send them out to the family.
See, this is the thing. We have to celebrate this tradition to go along with Big Brother suddenly bringing back an old tradition from the dead in Night Moves, which I never thought we would ever see on this show again.
Nope.
I love everything about this, mostly because I loved it. That Cody, Enzo, Nicole, Christmas, like in their heads, they're like, you know what, yo? I know I'm only using Enzo's voice. It's the best impression of the four I got left.
Yeah.
You know what, yo? We know what these comps are gonna be. That's it. It is what it is. It's gonna be the what the bleep, yo. It'll be endurance, yo.
Yeah, no, it was nice that they actually are kind of changing it up a little bit because they were prepared and talking about that it would probably be what the bleep, which is one that I really love. So I wasn't gonna be mad at that, but it's nice that they're kind of trying to shake them up a little bit because if the game is this predictable that they can be like, oh, it's going to be this, this, or this, and even us have been doing it we haven't seen BB comics yet. Oh, here it is, slip and slide, hide the veto. We know what all these comps are now.
It's going to be interesting seeing how this plays out because it seems like Enzo's revelation of the competition, like his reaction was just sort of like, what the bleep is this, yo? And Enzo, you were on Big Brother 12. Big Brother 6 wasn't that far ago for you. I mean, you are kind of sort of old school. You should know about this comp.
Yeah, he should, but he doesn't, and it did look like it was sort of intimidating him a little bit. It doesn't seem as complicated as he probably thinks it is.
Yeah. The thing I'm sort of wondering right now is there a way for Cody and Enzo to sort of like gang together and game this and make it so that Christmas has a harder time winning? Like, I don't know how all this is going to play out, but I feel like, Enzo, you need to win this comp, yo, because you're not getting any respect from this jury from what we have seen.
They do not think that he is playing a good game. I mean, even Davon, who felt like she was like, I'm on your side, Enzo, but please win some more stuff. I mean, there's a little bit there, but man, I really wish they could see the game that he's playing because I think he's been playing a really, really good social game.
How much did you love the pandering of, oh, here's Kaser, America. Remember how awesome he was?
I love that.
Remember how it was, I want to know what was going on in Cody's head because we already know that Cody's got some like bro thing going on here where he was super salty at Kaser after his speech. He didn't like Kaser got to be a king in the comics.
No, I mean, I think he was just joking, but yeah, he was coming down on the king Kaser, but you know, we all know who the king is, and it is Kaser.
Yeah, and Cody, yes, you're probably joking, but you know what? I didn't get my battle of the bros between Cody and Tyler that I hyped up for 2 months, so I am going to make one up now between Cody and Kaser.
I'm just glad to have him back.
I am. I appreciated those 5 seconds.
Remember, like 2.5 months ago, we actually had Kaser in the house.
Remember how excited we were about the season? And it was like, we got Janelle and Kaser. This is going to be so much fun. And look, it's Keisha. Oh, wait, you guys are getting rid of Keisha immediately.
Yeah.
It all got downhill pretty much from there. No, it was fun to see him. I applaud Kaser, much like I applauded Dr. Will for getting the bag from CBS for 2 seconds of work.
Yeah.
Like, the Kaser's got to have some sort of like appearance fee or something for that.
I hope he would. He's going to come back for that. I was just glad to see him back. It just sort of, but it also made me sad that all my favorite players are out of the house right now.
That's exactly how I felt watching the jury, because it was like, oh, here's Ian getting a message from his girlfriend. And
Dave Vaughn's
I
daughter
know.
with the little headphones with the cat ears and the little unicorn horn.
Can we talk
My
about
heart.
David's dog? See,
David and his dog and his pops are so cute.
there was so much wholesomeness in like all of these videos, and this is the thing, like I don't tend to get as sappy with some of these like family visits things, but I always tell myself, okay, you're not going to let this one get to you anymore. You've seen too many of these. And then by the time they're coming up and it's like Davon's daughter, and it's like, I'm just like on the verge of just like sobbing uncontrollably.
I know, yeah. Matt is usually pretty good when these segments come up, because we just watched this over on Survivor too, and I'm like, oh,
I
Tony's
know.
family. And it was like so sad seeing everybody coming together, and Matt's just like, whatever, man, I've seen a million of these. So yeah, no, it was, it's interesting to hear that. Davon's daughter got you in the heart. She got me in the heart.
He got me in the heart.
David's dog and his pops got me in the heart. It was nice to see Angela. It was good to see Dominic there. I mean, it was good.
Yeah, I think it was, by the way, this is my biggest takeaway. How in the world did Dominic get that cat to stay in one position? Like, that is the biggest thing. We can't get our cat to do anything.
No, their cat is very well behaved.
Yeah, I tried to put it, one of these videos this past week, I started with the cat in the lap because I wanted to prove that the cat could come on the video.
Yeah, and I don't even think it was a Big Brother video. I think it was like This Is Us or NCIS or something else we did here at the channel. The cat actually was here with us for a second.
Yeah, and then the cat quit faster than we could even blink our eyes.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I've got a hot take about this vote now, because now we've heard Memphis talk to Julie.
Yep.
Cody, you made a mistake. You done screwed up, because I feel like he should have found a way to split up Nicole and Christmas at this point, because if Memphis was going to take him to the final three, and it sounds like he was, and it sounds like he was being genuine, I think it's a bad idea to let Nicole have another potential option of someone she can go to the end with and beat, because she was never going to work with Memphis.
The problem is that Cody had no way to really know this. All the information, it's easy for us to be like, oh man, you messed up, because we just heard what Memphis had to say. But
Yeah.
Memphis made two wise guys, and Cody was in one and he wasn't in the other. If I was Cody, I would also kind of be like, all right, I just don't know where I stand with Memphis, because Enzo is in both of these wise guys. I am in only one of them. Like, there is, and then Memphis is going and trying to, like, you know, tell him more lies at that pool table segment where he's just like, man, like, it's lie after lie after lie. Like, I understand why Cody was just like, I can't with that. And the thing is I don't know if Cody really knows how close Nicole and Christmas are.
It is a very tough decision. Like, I cannot sit here and be like, Cody, how did you not see this? You're completely out of your mind, because I do get the move for all the reasons that you just spelled out. And it may not even matter that much in the end, because I do have this sort of fear in my head that the Final Four veto is going to be a memory comp. The Final 3 HoH is probably going to have a memory comp. It's possible Nicole wins both of those regardless of who else is in the house.
It's possible.
You know, and then Nicole potentially cuts Cody before the end of the game anyway, just because she has a better chance of beating someone else.
Yeah, and after seeing the jury, this is the second time that the jury has been like, Cody's winning this.
Yeah,
like he's winning this.
In the eyes of the jury, this is King Cody. Like, he
Yes.
is already built the throne. He is on it. He has the crown on. These other people, like, they think that Enzo is not even the prince. They think Enzo is like the court jester.
Yeah, it's crazy. And I actually kind of wonder if he's just kind of played too much of the I'm everybody's friend, joking around kind of game. He has hidden all the stuff that he's done too well. Nobody really gets it. Even Memphis is like, oh, I'm going to take Enzo to the end. I thought Enzo would have beaten Memphis, but every time I go into this jury segments, it's like nobody has really paid attention to what Enzo has done because he's kept it so secret.
Here is the one thing I'm sad about with Memphis leaving. It is time. I have to put away the Memphis impression, and it will probably never be seen or heard from ever again because thank the Big Brother gods we're never seeing Memphis on another season of this show, probably.
Probably, yeah. Good. Let's have the last
All
one.
right.
Say goodbye as Memphis.
It's been a long journey, everybody. I had the wise guys. I had my other wise guys. I tell it like it is. It is what it is, Julie. I'm taking Enzo's quotes now in the interview with you. I gave some like hard speech at the end. I was like, really, Memphis? Was that really all that interesting of a speech? Because I didn't think it was.
I thought that it was nice that we finally got some sort of a blind side. I mean, that he really didn't see it coming to the point that he didn't do much campaigning all week. Like, it was so weird, such a weird week that two people on the block, nobody's campaigning, and then Memphis is like, I can't believe I'm out here. That's why Memphis is terrible. I'm sorry.
Hey,
you know what? He's gone, so that won't happen again, guys.
I never
Please
said
don't
mine.
unsubscribe.
I never said mine was good. Like, that is the thing. Like, there's been people complimented this impression, which is very, very nice. But I have never actually thought this was accurate. I have just thought I'm just
funny.
being cranky. It's about the passion you put into the impressions. I was about to say yo at the end of that, but then I was really starting to mix metaphors here. But yeah, Memphis, he's a good competitor. He's a good in terms of like thinking out ideas sort of player. I think this is probably why he and Dan work so well together, because I think they're very sort of about just strategy and they don't really think or play with emotion or relationships or all that. Like, I think they complement each other really, really well.
Bye, Memphis.
The problem, of course, with Memphis is, like with us, he doesn't endear himself to people. He doesn't make them want to root for him. He just expects everybody to get on that same page with him,
Yep.
do what he wants, go along with it. And apparently, according to what he sort of said and acted like after the game, he didn't consider the idea that other people might be trying to be more flexible than perhaps he was being.
Yeah, and I don't 100% believe him when he tells Julie that he was going to take Cody to the end. I mean, really, Memphis, like, he is a game player. He already was like, yeah, I have a better chance at, beating Enzo, but I would have gone to the final three with these two. Why? I don't know that he actually would. And even Julie called that out, was like, oh, what if there was all these options? And I was like, yeah, that's right. You're not going to take Cody to the end. Why would you take him to the end? I don't believe him.
I appreciated any opportunity that we got for Julie to sort of call Memphis out on something. There are other things that they could have addressed with Memphis, but I know people have asked if they were going to bring up the Ian stuff.
I didn't think so. There's been a lot of stuff that has happened over the seasons that they have not brought up on the show and has not put it out there for casual viewers. Only the live feeders, we know the truth.
Yeah, I'm not surprised that they didn't bring it up on the show. It's just that they didn't ever bring it up on the show in the first place, so I can't say I'm shocked that they didn't tonight. But it was really, I think, like, I'm not really going to miss Memphis. I'm sorry. It was, I guess, the thing that kind of boggles my mind with him the most is that he spent the entirety of his HoH reigns targeting David, a guy who really has never done anything in Big Brother.
Bizarre. Very weird.
It was very, very weird, and it was a very weird episode in a lot of ways. Like, it was nice to see Tyler and Davon have a conversation about, everything that went down. The one thing, and this is the part of this situation we're never going to know, we never got to see any of the conversation Tyler had with Christmas after he talked to Davon and Bailey. We don't know what was said. We don't know how any of that went down.
No, we only got like the edited version of it. I mean, that conversation went on for a long time, and we got like a couple of minutes of it.
Yeah, there's so many gaps that probably will have to be filled in sort of collectively after the fact. Hopefully,
Maybe through interviews or something.
yeah, something like that. I mean, hopefully they can be on the same page and continue to sort of work things out after the game. But hopefully we will learn at some point over the next few hours, because this is live tonight. I don't know when this HOH is going to be done. It's going to be late, everyone.
Yeah, so we'll be back tomorrow with that. But the other cool thing,
Yeah.
there was casting. They're
Yay.
like, send us your audition. So newbie season. That's what it's looking
Please,
like.
Big Brother, listen, we are grateful for All Stars this time. We
Yep.
wouldn't have had Big Brother probably otherwise. Bring it back to the core. Give us the newbies. Give us the people who were enthusiastic to
Yep.
be there.
Yep.
Who don't know what people are saying about them or aren't overthinking everything like these All Stars are.
Yeah, don't bring on any people who are social media influencers. You know who we're talking about. Do not bring in people who are here to build their Instagram followings and all that. Just bring in people with very small followings so that we can just get something a little more real where
Yeah.
people aren't so worried.
That's what made the earlier Big Brother so great. And the last thing I have to say here, Julie, why did you post a Twitter video during the show saying, "Oh, I'm hearing that the plan is changing," basically, is what she said.
Sure, Julie.
I can no longer believe anything Julie says on social media or the start of a Big Brother episode ever, because every single time it never happens.
She's always posting stuff that feels like it's never happening. Remember that whole Halloween thing where she put up a costume every day and we were all like, what is happening? Nothing. Squadoosh. That is what is happening. Nothing. And the same here.
Julie, I'm evicting your social media videos from all of my future activity online.
It's
I'm
probably
sorry.
a good idea. It's probably a good idea.
All right, we'll get your guys' thoughts on all of this. What did you think about this episode? Do you think Cody ended up making a mistake getting rid of Memphis, or is it impossible for him to really know all that? Who are you rooting for to win HOH? Share in the comments. I think we're probably Team Enzo, but I kind of would like Enzo to win the veto.
Yeah, I'm Team Enzo, HOH, and Veto, but once I saw what the competition was, I'm actually starting to think that Christmas is going to win this.
That will be interesting, but if you guys enjoyed this video, subscribe, give us a like, support us further, check those links to the store, our Patreon, and we'll see you here next time.